Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the C&D podcast. Very excited, and today I'm joined with Craig
Hello.
and Phoebe.
Uh,
Nice, and I'm also Dan. I haven't mentioned that yet, but that's me. We're back. This is episode 5 of Doctor Who reviews. I can't remember what the episode's called again.
Story in the engine.
The story in the engine. Oh, very forgettable.
Well, I think we got Danny's opinion on it already.
Yeah.
So anyone new to the podcast, we're going to talk through what happened in the episode, and then we'll give our thoughts at the end. So I can't quite remember why he chose to go there. I think he was trying to get the Vindicators down, wasn't he?
Yeah, so
I think they happened to land in Nigeria as one of the many stops, and then obviously he realizes that he has connections there. He's all like, I'd love to go to the barber shop, and
Yeah.
Linda's all like, oh, what do you mean the TARDIS cut your hair? And he's all like, yeah,
we're actually
but...
missing a big thing at the start. Sorry to cut you off. At the very start, she's begging the doctor to get him home, and there was a whole thing about him being Nigerian and him feeling at home. So that's when she says to him, "You can go. I'll, I don't mind you saying hello to them or being there with them."
Yeah. Which I thought was a bit weird, but I don't know. He just made this whole big thing about, I feel like I'd fit in or something. I don't
I
know.
can understand it. I don't think we're fully on it because we are,
I can understand it from because having seen the
We are
behind the
white,
scenes. Yeah,
so-
I understand it from the writer's point of view and from the actor's point of view. But the Doctor himself, he's just an alien. Like, he's not. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but like he said, every regeneration is different, and it's the first time he's come across this sort of prejudice towards people of color.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of new emotions with him, especially, and having that. And I think this is the first time where he kind of felt like he fit in with that culture, because everyone's accepted him for him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So the whole plan, again, for me, this episode. Oh, actually, I'll leave that to the end.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, you're right. So yeah, I felt, I felt a bit like, I don't know, just, yeah, sort of like the writer's point of view, just sort of seeping in there, and that's fine and all, but I don't know, I just felt like, not that he should feel out of place, but he's an alien, like he doesn't like, but maybe like you said, the whole emotional and stuff. He sees it as a different side now. So he goes off. Blender's like, all right, have fun. And as he's walking there, he sees these like missing posters of the barber, the owner, and some of the clients as well. Now, the episode actually starts with the owner telling a story about the Doctor, which I thought was really cool and really well done with the the animated glass wall thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That was cool, yeah. And then also the intro title led into that, and I thought that was cool too. Now, the thing I don't. Oh, I mean, we'll get to it in a bit actually. So he goes into the. He just walks in, and they're like, no! And then he shuts the door, and he's like, oh, now you're stuck here. And immediately, does his hair grow, or is it already grown, or he's like, oh, you need a haircut, and you need to tell us the story?
Yeah, because in the opening, I suppose we should have started with the opening, but I kind of forgot. But like, obviously you get a sense that something bad is happening. They've got the lights that are changing from like red to green. The whole building is like shaking. So and they're all like, oh well, the Doctor will come and save us. Um, I don't know how they realized. I can't remember how they said that the story is actually like that's the whole point. I think they were just like, oh, we're trapped. You need to tell a
So
story.
the barber actually came into the store and offered the main barber a haircut, and that's how it happened.
No, I know how that happened, but I mean, I can't remember how they got the how they explained to the doctor what was happening. I think they just told him.
They kind of didn't at first. I think he gave the story,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "What's happening?"
So the doctor basically, so essentially what they were doing is they basically they were running on empty, and the alarm went again, but the guy said, "I've got one story." So he volunteered himself, and then the doctor witnessed that, and then the next time it was the doctor chose to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now the thing I don't, I don't know. The whole episode was missing tension and stuff, and I just feel like the fact that none of them had given a bad story and died, or like nothing bad actually happened to them. There was no like, they were all like so petrified of like telling a good story, but none of them had actually told a bad one yet. And it wasn't like a threat, or it was just a bit weird.
I can see what you mean. Yeah, it was like, "Oh, I'll be very angry at you." I think it was the stories that the barber made them think that they was worse off than they thought.
Yeah, and it seemed like to just be like it was basically just fuel for the spider.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So if they just told a bad story, it would just be like, "Oh, we didn't move as fast." Like, I don't know. It just didn't seem like, and later on in the episode when he just opens the door and they all like almost get sucked out. Like if one of them had just been sucked out and like it might have been a bit more emotion to it, but everyone lived again, and I was a bit like, oh well, everyone's still alive, and like I don't know, it just wasn't like it wasn't that tension. Like this episode could have had a lot more tension. Yeah. Even when Belinda joins them later, like even Jesus like, oh, I'm in here now. Everyone's like, oh no, but like it doesn't really matter that she's there.
They've got that woman Abby who walks in. Is that after the doctor has a haircut or just before?
Just before.
Yeah, so like she walks in with like food and stuff, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, Abby's our savior. Wouldn't be alive without her."
Oh yeah.
She's able to go in and out as she pleases, so she could have. I suppose the point is that she could have potentially even have let them out at some point, but she's in cahoots with the barber. So.
Yeah, so the doctor gives a really good story, and then the it's all like, wait, that's some good fuel. I think he sort of realizes that he only really needs the doctor, and I don't quite understand why he didn't just let everyone else go. Like, if they're like, you know, not helping as much.
It's never really explained, is it?
No, and there's even a point where the barber's like, "Oh, just take him, just use the doctor." Like the barber who's like not the barber doing the work, but the barber who's like owns the shop.
Yeah, so if we find out that it's basically it was there to lure the doctor in to be used as fuel. Again, under no real threat, but
no, I mean they are stuck there. Like that is like, you know, a bit sad. But I don't know, like they're not like under threat of death or. Yeah, I don't know.
So they just felt that was implied, like they could either die or get their hair cut. But yeah, it's just not explicit, and I think you're right that if you don't see it happen, you're kind of like, well, is this guy really a threat? And then after like Belinda walks in, you know, the doctor's suddenly like, oh, you're not a threat anyway. Basically, you're not going to do anything to me.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he started describing that he was all these gods and stuff, and the doctor was like, well, you're not, because I've met them all. Yeah, And then, oh no, sorry, and then he recognizes the woman, doesn't he? As being someone.
Yeah.
Oh, this pissed me off.
So for some reason,
I'm sorry.
it became I can't remember what her doctor's name is, but
that's the fucking thing I'm annoyed about.
it became.
I thought they'd written out the fucking story. I thought they retconned that bollocks.
I thought they
She
had as
is
well.
not and will never be the first fucking Doctor.
Oh, was that who? Is she? So she was meant to be the first one then? Because I couldn't remember the plot at all, and I was trying to explain it to Phoebe, and I was like, I haven't got a clue.
Apparently, yeah, she will never be the first fucking Doctor. That's William Hartnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they retconned that stupid fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. Our stories might cross again. No, they fucking won't.
Well, I don't think they would have brought her back for what was a 5-second cameo if she wasn't coming back. But yeah, I
won't be watching that shit.
I kind of thought it was cool the way they did it, but also I don't know. It was really weird. It was like doing it for the audience. It wasn't doing it for the story or for the person she was talking to.
No, it was literally just, why are you here?
Did the person...
You didn't need her to, we didn't need her there to tell us that she'd met the Doctor. So, which Doctor is it? Well, it's not Shooty, because we know everyone that he's encountered.
Yeah.
Just annoyed me.
Yeah, and it was this other thing as well with, Shooty getting annoyed with the guy. And, because we've never met this guy before, we don't really know their friendship. It was just a bit like, oh, he's my best mate. He's my barber. Oh,
I feel like he forgave him way too quickly as well.
Yeah.
Like,
he
no
literally
worries.
just threw him under the bus. Yeah.
Well, Dan, when we were watching it, was like, why is he getting annoyed? No.
Yeah. I was like, why is he getting annoyed? Because all he's doing is literally just I don't know, The Doctor's the Doctor's usually quite happy to sacrifice himself if it means everyone else can get out. But suddenly now, this barber guy is just oh, use him. Oh, don't, let us go. He's suddenly, really, heartbroken about it. I don't know.
I think it's because of where he was, he felt safe. And I think inadvertently, now he doesn't if he goes back there, because it's like it's like when you break a plate, you can never fix it the same way. And it's the same way with trust. You can never fix it the same way as it was originally.
I get that, and I think it's just... us as an audience, we haven't seen that relationship at all. It's sort of... I don't know, someone else said it would have been good as a two-parter as well, because, even the villain's motives was, it was just really quickly just, spewed out in a minute. It was
it was, I was a breeze and the gods are so big. Big spider.
Big spider. I'm making a web. It's going somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really interesting plot point. The gods have power and they can, I don't know, they feed off stories and all of this, and it's loads of new information. Basically a new entire plot point to the series, and then it's just oh yeah, this is a thing.
I really like the spider. I like the idea of the World Wide Web being renamed.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the spider was cool actually, and everyone, and I was watching the thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, the spider's scary." I was like, "Was it?" It was just chilling. It was just having.
Oh no, that was not scary at all.
It wasn't a scary spider. It was just or on the back. It's just having a ride.
Just all right, really... I'm Steve.
It's a really artsy spider as well. It had that African mask face and stuff. It was really cool.
Just chilling. No.
Yeah, it's just chilling. It was just a cool spider.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit fed up with the way that they make out things as scary all the time when it's just not. And bring it down for kids as well. They're not as easily scared as they're making out.
No.
Oh yeah, this ain't the kid with the gas mask on saying "mummy." Nah.
Yeah.
That shit was creepy.
Yeah.
But I reckon it's Disney. Disney are oh no, you can't have that. You can't have that. But they can't make it as good as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it just felt like almost like a even. I mean, skipping to the end, but he'd like everyone was forgiven and everyone lived, and it was very like CBBC, very Disney.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I also feel like the Vindicators become a bit of a second background thing now. Like the whole point was they need to charge the Vindicator to get the, or not charge it, sorry, they need to calibrate it. That was done in 3 seconds. He walked out the TARDIS, beep beep, back in, whole new story. So hello.
Yeah. It could have been like, you know, when they landed on Parallel Earth and they had to wait a day for the TARDIS to regenerate. It could have been a whole thing of like, oh yeah, it takes 24 hours. So
Not even that. Like
So
it takes
we-
a few
like-
hours, enough time for him to go into the fucking barber shop.
Yeah.
That's the reason you went in there, because it takes hours. You go, oh well, I'm here. Not boom, done. Right, let's go. Oh, actually, need a haircut. Like I feel like they fucked it.
Yeah.
At this point, you're kind of like, right, this is the Vindicator. If I'm going in there and I haven't seen episode 1 or 2, I'm going in there at episode 5, which people might do, especially people of that culture might watch it now. They're going, well, what's a Vindicator? Oh, that was done quick. What? Why can't he just fly the TARDIS home? What?
I do feel like maybe Russell just sort of shoved it in the beginning of the episode.
Oh, 100%. I don't think this was written for the Vindicator. I think this was written for something else.
No, I don't think it was written to have a Vindicator in it, but it was just convenient. Like, just stick it in.
It doesn't mention it again in the whole episode.
No. Also, is he picking up these Vindicators, or is he just leave? Is it the same one? I actually can't tell.
Yeah, it's the same one.
It's the same one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He takes it with him every time. Or,
I thought it was different. I thought they were different ones.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah. So yeah, we find out that the. Sorry. He opens the door. We find out it's on the spider. He closes the door, and then he has this whole backlog about the World Wide Web and stuff. Yeah, the fugitive doctor comes back for like 10 seconds and says something about we didn't finish the story, and then the lady gives him a haircut, and which I thought was really cool.
Not a haircut. Not a
Or
haircut.
smart, to be fair.
Yeah, she gives a story about the slaves finding their way out of like mazes and stuff.
Capture.
Yeah,
No, it
capture.
wasn't mazes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't mazes.
No, sorry.
It was
Capture,
routes. It routes to escape. Yeah. The
It's
plantation.
to escape slavery and shit, yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I like that. But yeah, and then so then he just sort of like runs off, and the other guy's like, "What's going on?" Just like completely oblivious. So yeah, they both run off to the maze and find the is it a heart brain or something? That's like
It's the story heart.
yeah.
A story tree, isn't it? The heart inside of it.
And then I can't remember what happens then. Does he? I think
Oh,
he like
Belinda
threatens.
Belinda starts like pulling out wires and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we need to like stop this engine." But then obviously the other guy comes and like stops him. He's like, "Oh, you haven't even done anything because this is like the best engine in the world or something.
Yeah.
Like this power is too great for you to stop." And then the doctor goes on a spiel about like, "Oh, talk about stories. I've got enough stories to power this whole engine or whatever."
You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of this episode where Matt Smith talks to the parasite in the sky and tells him stories and stuff. As it tries to drain him. When that girl's singing with Clara.
Oh, rubbish with Matt Smith episodes, but yeah, I think I know what you mean.
So that big like sun in the sky that was draining people.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't remember that, but yeah, we have to rewatch it.
We're on series 2 of rewatch at the moment.
Yeah.
You'll know it when you see it.
So yeah, he sort of
Yeah.
threatens to blow up the engine with his stories, and they're all like, "All right, well, we'll let you go then," or whatever. All is forgiven. That's pretty much how it ended, really.
We did have another cameo from the lady. The unknown lady.
I've completely forgotten about that. Yeah, he gave her a story about Belinda.
Yeah, I like that story.
I really like that story.
I just wish there was like I don't know. I'm more interested in Belinda at this point than the Doctor or anyone else. I'm just like, ugh. That's what I miss. I miss the domesticated Doctor Who, and that's what I wanted them to bring back, and they haven't. You know,
Yeah.
like the everyday person, and I'm getting so fed up.
I found out more about Belinda in that little segment than we have the whole season.
Yeah.
Like, that should have been in the first episode, really. That shouldn't have been cut out for this, you know. But yeah, we did get another cameo by Mrs. Flood, which felt that was probably like the best one. It was just like, oh hey, how's it going, or whatever.
I sort of feel like this episode was done with not. I don't think this episode was supposed to be with Belinda. I think it was supposed to be with Ruby. I thought it may have, like, because it makes no sense for her to be there. Whereas I feel like if Ruby was there with him, I think it's a better episode for her.
I mean, either way, the companion didn't do very much. So
that's what I mean. It's a shit episode to introduce a new character on, really, because she is still a new character. We know fuck all about her, but with Ruby, we kind of know we would have known her already. You know, swap her with Ruby. I think Ruby's better in that role because she's a really established character and an established role.
I don't know. I feel like
I just don't think that. I think this was a saved episode. I just don't think it was supposed to be this series.
I don't know. I didn't get the sense that it wasn't. I got the sense it wasn't written for any companion apart from those two little tidbits. Like, was it originally intended that the companion was going to be stuck on the TARDIS? But then, I don't know. Made a big deal in the Unleashed of like, oh yeah, Belinda went out to save the Doctor.
You got big red things going back every like few minutes. You're not going to stand there and go, I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah. Like, she was just,
Nothing
yeah,
to
it was
worry
like,
about here.
oh, Linda went and saved the Doctor. Like, she didn't. She just, like, went to go check on him. Like,
If anything, the TARDIS saved the fucking Doctor.
yeah. That was a bit weird.
I tell you what, though, I'd love to see another TARDIS episode like the one where the TARDIS came alive. That was so good.
I feel like that was a one-off, though. I don't feel like they'd do that again.
No, but wishful thinking, hey?
Yeah.
What did you guys review it?
I don't know. I am a bit torn because there's bits I really like. Like, I like the Belinda backstory. I actually, like, I almost, like, shed a tear when that old lady came out and was like, oh, you know, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was so nice. And it was just, like, so, like you said, like, so normal and, like, human.
Yeah.
That's probably that scene alone has been the peak of the whole series, which doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't like fare well for the rest of the series, but I'm gonna have to. I don't even know. I didn't feel the tension in it. I didn't really care for the motive. Everyone was like forgiven at the end. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if like he comes back, but then he's not gonna come back with any special ability, like the barber guy. Like, oh yeah, he's got this life of redemption or whatever.
Don't see a point in him coming back.
It didn't really feel deserved. Like his whole like, oh, let's just start a new life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might give it. I don't know. I might even drop it down to a 6 or a 7.
It was a bit mid. Like, it's a shame because I think there's some good writing in it. I think there's some good ideas in it. I just think again they're not being fully developed or fully realized. It everything feels so rushed. Like,
It's 45
don't
minutes. They
understand.
have to cram so much into that 45 minutes. It used to be an hour.
hmm.
We've lost 15 minutes of content for some reason, and no one can explain why.
I'm sure they always used to be 45 minutes, but like you say, like it was normally you'd have a two-part. Like you got a series one, you've got at least two. Was it three two-parters?
Yeah.
Same with series two. Like the earlier BBC episodes, like they really let certain stories shine, and then the ones that, well, actually this could be resolved in an episode, were resolved in an episode. So it's just, yeah, it's getting a bit samey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't feel
did
like
you
this
give it?
one was too slow. Actually, I was watching it and I was like, the pacing's okay until it got to the villains like subplot, and then it was just completely like rushed in a minute, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that
but the
they
rest of the
spent so
story
long, like,
was well done. I thought, like pacing.
yeah, I liked all the like the storytelling and stuff. Thought the stories were told really well by all the actors, and like there was a real got the sense of like the barber shop. But I think it's like you said, the writer had already written a play about barbershop experience.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called.
something like that.
And when we found out about that, it's like, well, he's just taken those ideas and put it into Doctor Who, and they've kind of wedged it in almost, and it's just like
Yeah.
they've been like, I don't know, people are gonna get the haircut, but actually they're getting killed or something. Like that would have been a bit more dangerous.
Do you want to know what I thought was going to go on? Because I noticed his clippers had like a face on it when he was cutting, but nothing ever happened with that. I was like, oh, maybe the powers or something's going for it. But no, yeah, it was just a decorative piece.
Yeah, I think in a previous series it would have been like their souls are like going into the clippers or something.
Yeah, if you have a shit story, that would have been the fear. But yeah,
Yeah, that would have been much cooler. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like everything is so tame. It's not very Doctor Who to have like 0 deaths.
Oh, one thing I wanted to point out. Sorry, before we wrap up, was right at the end when they were closing the door and the spider was like, like trying to get out the door. Like, how's it doing that? It's on the back of itself. Like, I was that was just weird. What was that about?
Yeah, I just thought it was unnecessary.
Yeah,
I think again they were trying to make it
trying to
like,
make the spider scary.
scary.
Yeah,
Like
the spider was
who's
just
it
chilling.
Scaring? It's not even gonna scare a baby. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I was watching Arachnophobia at 2. Like, you know what I mean?
So yeah, sorry, I just wanted to get that in there before we get our ratings. I'm gonna give it. I don't know. I don't think it was as bad as the first episode, but I'm gonna give it a 7. I think. I don't know. What are you guys saying? I'm gonna let you sway me this time.
This AI Allen was a little bit like spooky looking.
yeah, you're not gonna like mine.
I think I'm giving it a 6. I don't care about other episodes. It's my gut reaction. You know, it was. I forgot about the half of what happened. Like, I watched it, which is not like me because I normally remember quite a lot of things. So
Yeah, I think also like not like, cause like I said, like the pacing was quite slow, and like not a lot did happen. But yeah, and then it all just sort of like very quickly ended. I don't know. You know what? I might drop it to a 6. So you're a 6, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg?
4.
4. Fuck.
ooh.
That's
rough.
And it wouldn't have, and it would have got a 2 if it wasn't for the Belinda story.
I think, yeah, and there's some really nice elements of it, like the culture. They really like went all into like creating this feeling of Nigeria. I did get that sense, but I'm just like, okay, but this isn't like a holiday destination show. This is supposed to be pretty much a scary sci-fi show. Where's the scary and where's the sci-fi? know what I mean?
I'll tell you my reason for the 4 point.
Okay.
Point number 1 is Shuti Gatwa. Love him as a doctor. Point number 2, Belinda's story. Point number 3, the Nigerian culture. And point number 4 is Doctor Who. That's it.
Okay. Yeah,
And point number 4, I'm being nice. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's not low quality in terms of production. None of that is. But it is in terms of like.
That market scene was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and they put so much effort into it, and it was on screen for about a minute. I just.
It could have
It
even been
almost
that
have
people...
just not. It may as well just not been there. Like, yeah. I don't know. The barbershop could have just been like it. Like, yeah.
I thought, like, at one point, Belinda was going to get arrested, and then
Oh
she
yeah,
didn't get
and
arrested.
then nothing happened.
I thought that could have been an interesting subplot. Belinda's got herself arrested, and the doctor's stuck, and what's going to happen?
Yeah.
No.
There's not enough B plots.
That's where they might. That's where they could have brought in the woman, the unknown woman, and got Belinda out like she did to the criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was that thing about that little girl as well? It was like, oh, did you see that little girl? Obviously, the doctor didn't see him. He was stuck inside a barbershop. Like, I don't. Who's this little girl meant to represent?
She was saying, like, did you see the little girl before you went into the shop?
Yeah.
Like, as in, was it part of the whole storytelling?
See, that's a weird point to me. It's like, why would anybody bring that up? It's like, it's a little girl in a market. Like, how ridiculous is that? Like,
I think it's because she disappeared, though. And then maybe Belinda was thinking, or maybe it was like a hologram or something to do with, like, what was going on in the shop.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'll tell you what it was. Pointless.
Yeah. It probably won't even come back. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Wild.
I'm not even looking forward to next week as well. It's like...
I can't remember next week's episode.
An intergalactic Eurovision... Just before...
Oh, conveniently, Euro Song Contest is out soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've just like, it's just marketing bollocks. Like, let's do a one about singing competition right before Eurovision because we've realised that that's.
Isn't Graham Norton in it?
Yeah.
Does it line up? I think does it line up with the BBC's showing? Does it? Is it like before the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it is.
All right.
That's why I don't like it. That because they've clearly gone TV listings. Oh look, Eurovision's on that. Oh, you know what'd be really cool? Let's write an episode. That's basically like Eurovision.
Get their ratings
but
up.
for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Just like no.
I'm looking forward to the 2-second Vindicator mention and then nothing to hear about it again.
Yeah, they're not even going to be on Earth though. 'Cause it doesn't look very like Earthy in that episode, unless it's like, Eurovision's being held on Earth this year, in the year 5.
Show me what you got.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick and Morty did it better.
Yeah. So all right. Well, no high hopes for next week then. I can't remember if we mentioned this in the previous episodes, but episode 8 is going to be in the cinemas. So we're going to watch that, aren't we, Craig?
What day is that again?
Okay, maybe not then. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. It will be the 31st.
Anniversary.
I'm not working, sure.
All right, cool. So we might be watching that. If anyone out there is excited, then it's also in your cinema, hopefully. Yeah, it'll be good. I think it's at 6:00. Oh, also the iPlayer version is going to match with the live version this time as well. Probably so they don't lose cinema tickets.
Last time they made us wait until midnight to watch it.
Yeah, that was rough.
We did not enjoy ourselves.
There you go. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope a lot have enjoyed at home, and we'll leave it there, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.